Thanks a lot. Just give us a second to set up here. So, you kind of see me more or less over here, yes. We worked on that all week. I didn't know we could get surrogates. We would have gotten Paul Corbin Roberts here. So this story is Bitterroot, and this will be in the Roadkill collection, which will be out probably before Thanksgiving. Okay. She was much too thin, and her cheeks were drawn, and her ice blue eyes dominated her face. She looked like a prototypical Russian model, he thought, not a retail clerk. "You're even more beautiful in person," he gushed, fumbling for her carry-on bag. "I'm Roger." Her pout was amused, but not unkind. "I'm Olya." "I know." He treated her nightly to dining delights: Italian, Korean, Mexican, Indian, fusion, Japanese, Thai, Chinese. She ate with restraint, even though underfed, swallowed tiny sips of sizzling rice soup as he leaned forward like a gratified dad. "It's nice," she said, and patted her lips with a delicate movement that swelled his heart. "Are you sure we can afford all these meals?" He puffed his big body. "Programmers do pretty good here, Olga." The honeymoon was at a Mexican resort with unlimited foods from many cuisines. She ate delicately. He tried not to gorge. She had put on weight and looked trim in her swimsuit. He hid his belly under a tropical shirt. That night, their first, she assured him that he could not possibly crush her, but he took tender care nonetheless. "Now it's time for Russian food," she told him at home, standing ceremoniously before porcelain bowls decorated with rustic scenes and mounds of eggplant spread and cabbage salad. There was brown bread in a basket and steaming bowls of borscht. He lowered his head to the dark red broth, settled some in his spoon, wrinkled his nose at the earthy aroma. He looked up into her hopeful gaze, blew steam, stopped his nose. He sipped and cooled the broth in his mouth. She watched. He swallowed. "Is good?" He sensed the heft of the silver spoon, regarded the gilded bowls he had purchased, considered the expensive dining room set. "Listen, Olga, I just don't like beets." She sucked in her breath. "Maybe only at first." He inhaled, winced, and laid down the spoon. "Eat bread," she muttered, claiming his bowl. She served borscht again next week and next month. "Olga," he said, "I don't like beets." After 3 more years of learning English, she said with grave humor, "Nothing beats beets." "Olga, listen, I don't like borscht." She found Russian friends and served it to them. "Olga," they said, "your mother was a wonderful cook." Her mother's death had unchained her for Russia. It's seasoned with tears, her tears and mine. "She was too good for your father," said Irina, who knew of the broken noses of mother and child. "This soup was much too good for him." "Olga," said Roger after 5 years, "enough with the borscht. You eat everything else." She stalked towards the door. "Olga, wait!" He slobbered, poured borscht down his gullet, his wife's borscht overflowed. His lip spilled down his chin and onto the table, soaked his lap. "I'm eating," he cried. "I'm eating," he cried. "I'm Mama's best boy."